Good morning. It is September 26, 10 o'clock. All three county commissioners are here, and I ask that we rise for a moment of silent meditation and pledge to the flag. Thank you. Thank you. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning on this rainy day. Let's have our consents and approvals.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We have 28 exonerations for $7,411.28. Vouchers for General County Fund, $88,196.24. Coal severance, $6,692.14. 911, $657.47. Camp Muffley, $556.03. Mason-Dixon Park, $1,012.20. Assessor's valuation, $141.81. Purchasing card vouchers for General County, $17,264.02. 911, $58, for a voucher total of $114,577.91. We have position vacancies for boards and authorities: the Western Board of Zoning Appeals, the Planning Commission, Mon County Development Authority, the Mon County Building Commission, a Camp Muffley Advisory Board, and the Mason-Dixon Historical Park Advisory Board. Fiduciary orders for September 26, 2018.
Move for approval.
Second.
Properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
It passes. Okay, we have a number of introduction of new employees. Mr. Robert Doyle, come on down.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Here today to introduce and get your blessing on a new employee, Frank Melly Jr. He's going to be on our maintenance staff. He will be full-time, 40 hours a week with benefits on a 6-month probation starting October 1 with your blessing. I hope you don't say no. So
Move for approval.
Second.
Properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Welcome going from the city to the county. And if we ever have a problem with fire, we'll come.
Well-
Well,
Glad to have you.
Thank you.
Glad to have you.
Yes, thank you. Dana, come on down. Morning.
Hi. Good. How are you? I know.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Good.
Terry, I'm going to give you this copy as soon as I read it.
Thank you.
So I'm here today to introduce and get your permission to add Justin Lane as a new employee to the K-9 Adoption Center. Justin will be a temporary full-time county dog warden. He'll be 40 hours a week, and he'll be entitled to full benefits, and he'll start on October 1st, if that's okay with you.
move for approval.
Second. Just
Prob-
as a question,
Yeah.
why a temporary,
Well, one of my dog wardens is off.
long-term?
Yeah, I don't know when he's coming back, and honestly, I don't know if he's going to get to come back.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Chances are, yeah.
so.
Sorry.
Oh, good. No, properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Welcome, Justin.
Glad to have you.
Yeah.
Can I say something real quick? If you guys don't mind, you can sit.
Say as much as you want.
So yesterday, we had a class that was offered by the West Virginia Farm Bureau, the Department of Agriculture, and HR Scott, the agent, or extension agent was there. And I just wanted to publicly thank them because they did this at my request and Perry and Mark's request for the Sheriff's Department because we needed some training on how to deal with livestock.
Yeah.
You know, we don't know that. And they put this together for us. It was amazing. I mean, in my 18 years here, it's the best class I have ever been to. And it was because we were in the field in the pouring rain with 700-pound cattle learning how to move them, you know. So that's pretty motivational to learn. You need to know. But I just wanted to thank all those guys, especially Mike Morris from the Farm Bureau. He let us come to his farm. He fed us. There was a bunch of people from the board of the Farm Bureau that brought homemade food, and it was like a reunion or a picnic. It was really nice, and I just wanted to say thanks and let you guys know what they did, basically out of the goodness of their heart. They just did it to help us,
They are a good group.
and it was very helpful.
I'm smiling because I'm thinking of 2 weeks ago, I think it was on a Friday night, I received a phone call from a friend that there was a cow in the road at Easton. Fortunately, they were able to corral said cow. I knew the people who had who had the cattle, so I called them. But
And for us, it's not easy if you don't know,
Yeah.
how to do that. But I just want to say thanks to all of them because, and I know Perry and Mark are with me when we say that because some of the guys went from the Sheriff's Department too. It was just really great. So thanks for letting me say that.
And Dana, while you're here, I wanted to thank you I've heard some glowing praise about your assistance with the city and working through the ordinance that they're trying to put in place. And the person I heard from couldn't say enough good things about you and your staff, so I really appreciate your efforts.
Thank you. I appreciate that too. Have a good day.
Thank you very much. Sheriff Perry Palmer?
Good morning.
good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you, sir.
I have 2 new employees. I have David McDougal, who'll be working part-time at $11.85 an hour for court security, and will start October 1st. And I have Christy Silman, who will start full-time process transport at $2,557.20 per month, October 1st for downstairs.
Move for approval?
Second.
Proper move for both individuals. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Good luck. And I think, Carrie, you also have employed? Okay.
And again, I just wanted to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, just real quick, I want to echo what Dana said about
Yeah.
Mike Morrison, and they did an outstanding job. Because a lot of times our officers, when they go out on a call and they find horses, well, they don't know what to do with them. These people give us good contacts. They have horse trailers and cattle trailers that they know that we can come out and borrow. If we need to put the animals someplace on a farm until we find who they are, they know the location. So it's
Could we just write a letter of thank you, say
Yes.
that, we had you?
That'd be great.
Okay, we'll send a letter of thank you on your behalf.
That'd be great. Thank
Okay.
you.
I can, the banquet for the Farm Bureau is next Thursday, so
Oh,
if you'd like,
Read the letter.
get the letter prepared and I'll read it publicly
Great
to
idea.
them at their
That'd be
meeting.
great.
They'll know
Okay.
you're there.
Yes, they'll know I'm there, yes.
Good morning, Carrie. How you doing?
Good morning.
Sorry, Gary.
Oh, that's okay. I also have a part-time temporary employee who started yesterday. Her name is Molly Martin. She is a student at Fairmont State University and is working Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, so unfortunately is not available on Wednesdays to come to the meeting.
Move for approval?
Second?
Proper move in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Any other? Great. Okay, at this time, we will have the public portion. What I ask is you come to the microphone, state your name, address, and we'd love to hear you. And I believe we actually have some people talking today. Who wants to go first? It's like-
Everybody's rushing to that.
I know. Morning, Ellen.
Good morning. I'd like to give you some handouts. Is that all right?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I wish I was coming here with better news about the rail trail.
Okay. Thank you. Well, I appreciate you coming and telling us what's going on.
There you go, and there's also some trail maps if you want to place those out.
Okay. I'll start timing you now.
So I'm Ella Belling. I'm the director for the Mon River Trails Conservancy. We're a nonprofit organization that manages and maintains the Mon River and Deckers Creek rail trails. And unfortunately, I'm here today with an emergency situation and a request from the county to the county commission. We're dealing with a year of rain, the extended days of rain, which have saturated our soils and caused significant landslides. as well as just extreme storms coming in. And I'm not sure how aware people are of how that impact hits our rail trails, but it's been a very rough year on us. Right now, I've included a quote and photos of the requests that we're asking for. We're asking for $10,000 to go towards a quote of $27,000 for repairs on the Mon River Trail South, which the area will cover. It will be starting at mile 12, which is just north of city limits. And then we'll also cover significantly from Uffington to Little Falls. It's probably about a 5 to 6 mile stretch. We have a massive landslide at mile 12. That's what the first, I think, 3 photos of that are on the pictures that I gave you. And then we have some flooding that's come down off of tributaries that we've never had before. Stormwater drainage and tributaries off of Route 73, hitting the trail all the way down to Little Falls, and has caused more water going into our ditches and culverts. It's pretty much overwhelmed them. So I have been out on the trail and top and at 73 and on the trail itself with the DOH to make them aware, and also with the State Rail Authority, but we have not gotten any commitments for help from either of those agencies. This work is going to be contracted work, and I'm hoping we can get the person working and on the job in the next week so that conditions don't worsen, and also so I can get him while the contractor is available. That's also been a challenge with just the amount of rain that we've had. Contractors haven't been available for work. They're behind on projects as well. I've also included in the ask, I've given you quite a bit of information, but also just to point out that this is a one-time emergency request. I have also listed some of the slides and flooding that we've already been dealing with our own crew, and some of those costs that have hit our routine maintenance budget that we wouldn't have normally planned for. And so that kind of gives you some numbers of what we're already had to try to cover. And I don't know whether there's maybe any questions at this point from that. Maybe you can't ask questions, but I did want to just, in the last minute, say there's been some amazing successes. This is unfortunate that I'm coming to you with a hard ask, but we've just last Sunday extended the rail trail into Pennsylvania. There was over probably 100 people at the opening from both West Virginia and Pennsylvania. And we're also getting next week a conference from 5 states of trail organizations and agencies to take a look at our model and our examples that we're setting. There are plans to try to connect this rail trail system to all the way across the state to Ohio, connecting into the North Bend Trail, and then also up into Pennsylvania at the Great Allegheny Passage. So. And then with your help also, we were able to get grants and open the restrooms up on at Masontown on the Deckers Creek Trail. Those are the first restrooms we have on a 19.5-mile trail. And we had a great showing of people from both counties, Preston and Mon County, for that opening day. So I don't want to say it's all dire, but anyway, thank you for your time. Do you need my address as well?
Sure, why don't you just...
Yeah, so I apologize. So again, Ella Belling, and my address is 505 Madison Avenue, Morgantown, West Virginia.
And we'll bring it up under our reports.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, I'm Libby Durr. My office is on Hartman Run Road. It's actually the Mon Power facility. And I'm really here. I know we've all met in the past, but I just wanted to tell you, first of all, I'm so happy with the relationship that the power company has with the county. And I also want to tell you that I left cards there for you today so that should anything come up that's a concern that is related to First Energy or Mon Power in any way, please do not hesitate to call me. That's what I'm there for. I'm really there for our local leadership, and just request that you call me if there are any issues. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you have any funds to fix a rail trail? No, just kidding.
If you're still here at the end of
Yeah.
our meeting, I'd like to speak to you for 1 minute.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else wanting to speak? Okay. We will close the public portion. We now have Colleen Kuhn with grants. Good morning, Colleen.
I do have one. It's an application for the West Virginia Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Management. It's for the 2017 Emergency Management Performance Grant. They're requesting $120,761 from them.
Move for approval.
Second.
Properly moved in second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. It passes. I feel so important. Silence. Correspondence.
None.
None. Good.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I do have one. Sorry.
Okay, we'll let that slide.
We've received the monthly performance report, financial performance report from Mountain Line Transit for the month of August.
Okay, thank you very much. Unfinished business? Do we have any unfinished business? Okay, seeing none, we'll go to new business. To consider approving additional funding for the MMPO bicycle and pedestrian study in the amount of $2,900.
We currently have already set aside $7,000. The request came in a little bit higher when they finally got the final number for the study costs, and so they need an additional $2,900.
Move for approval.
Second.
Properly moved in second. Any discussion?
And this is at the high end, so this is so that it gives them the ability to, wherever they end up negotiating with the contractor. So this would be the high end, so they wanted to be prepared so that they can actually, if they come to an agreement, enter into a contract with the respondent to the RFP. So they came in, their proposal came in asking for this amount, but they're going to try to negotiate. I guess that was my point, that there's still ongoing negotiations, but this gives them the ability to have not to exceed numbers that they can move forward with, so they don't have to keep going back and forth.
And from my understanding, the city of Morgantown's paying a portion, Westover's paying a portion,
Yes.
but Granville refused.
And the universities.
But Granville refused, is that correct?
From the information we received, yes. They were not
Very
available to do that
disappointing.
at this time.
Okay. So I have motion and second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. B, consideration to adopt revised standard operating procedures for the Mason-Dixon Historical Park Advisory Board. Do I have a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? This is really self-explanatory.
Yes.
Okay, seeing none, call the question. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, it passes. Good. Is there any other new business?
No, sir.
Okay, reports from any elected officials? Nothing.
I just would
Yeah.
like to let you know, we have started absentee balloting, and we've processed almost 100 absentee ballots
Really?
so far. Voter registrations are coming in at a feverish pace, and early voting will begin on October the 24th. We will have our public testing on Wednesday, October the 17th at 1 p.m. at the Election Center.
Okay.
And all of our sample ballots are on the website, and all of our information is on the website for any of the citizens of the county that wish to find out some more information about the election.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else? Seeing none, Sean, I think it's your turn. Report.
Last Thursday, my event since the last meeting, last Thursday we had the MMPO public meeting for the Morgantown Industrial Park Access Study, which the city of Westover graciously hosted it in council chambers, and it was standing room only. It was packed, so there was a lot of good input. I believe the MMPO director sent us an email yesterday regarding giving us a summary of the meeting. I have not had a chance to review that yet, but I did have a conversation with him yesterday. But there was a lot of good input, and again, it was just the first step in having discussions about multiple options to alleviate that issue with only having one point of entrance or exit from the industrial park, but also alleviating the issues with that's caused with the closing of the road. So we actually started this conversation months ago before that slide happened, because we're trying to be proactive and looking at other ways to provide access to that area. So the public meeting went really well, and I'm sure we'll hear a lot more about it in our next MMPO meeting. On Friday, I had lunch with Don Robinson. He wanted to talk to me about, Don Robinson's the president of MBB, and they sponsored the D1 County Classic last year, the baseball event at the ball fields. And he just went to update me on some of his preliminary discussions, thoughts about next year event, trying to make it bigger and better. And probably within the next month or so, he'll come to us and update the whole commission on that. I also had a meeting with the prosecutor, and after that, to talk about a couple process issues in regards to FOIA requests to the county, to make sure that we're more consistent in how we respond to FOIA requests, and again, making sure that we're in complete compliance with state statutes. So she gave me some recommendations, which I'll suggest in a working session meeting. And we had our jail bill working meeting, which I believe was very productive. We're moving along from the discussions. We have those efforts have bared fruit last year in driving our bill down, but there's still a lot of things that we can do to continue, and I appreciate the sheriff and the magistrates and everybody working together to try to find a solution. This week, yesterday we had our IT meeting with our vendor, GST, that is helping us out with some of our IT infrastructure improvements, and it was a good, productive meeting. I appreciate them bringing a lot of resources to the meeting to talk about things that we're doing, things we want to do, and the steps we need to take to get there. So again, that was a productive meeting, and I look forward to sharing that with you guys in staff reports. This evening is the MHS Homecoming Parade, so people coming downtown, be aware that there's going to be a lot of traffic congestion downtown. Tomorrow I have my health department every bi-monthly meeting. And I also have the bi-monthly Morgantown Area Economic Partners after that. And then in the evening, I'll be going to the Buckwheat Festival, because MHS is marching tomorrow, and then Sunday, I'll be going back up on Friday too, because my daughter's in the Suncrest band, and they'll be marching on Friday, so I'll get my share of buckwheats, which I relayed this morning. I've never had. So, that's really about it. That's all I think.
Okay, well, good, thank you.
I don't find them that tasty, Sean.
Neither do I. They're worth trying. You have to try one.
Yes, you can always eat one in honor
Yes.
of deference to the fact that it is the Buckwheat Festival, and it's a great festival. I'd like to begin by thanking, first of all, my last wife, Bobby Conklin, because she made us aware that there was a possibility that we would be able to obtain really top-quality bunk beds at a very small portion of what they had value at an online auction. And last Wednesday, I asked Mr. Doyle if he would be minding because they had to, if we were successful in obtaining any of these, they had to be removed in 2 days. So with the help of his staff and Misty, we were able to procure 18 to 19 bunk beds for Camp Muffley. They were a part of the XSWU Properties auction that was being auctioned off. So my thanks to all those parties. Thursday, I did attend the event at Hartfield. That was for the airport appreciation, and it was well attended. It was a good event. The only problem was I didn't realize it was going to be outside, and I was suited up, and it was fairly humid on that day. So, but still, a good event. I did have lunch with Judge Glodges yesterday, just simply to go over our meeting with the Friday on the jail bill. And Tuesday, we will have the finance meeting of the Extension and 4-H building at Mylan Park. And in the afternoon, meet with the West Ridge developers and WVU. So it should be an interesting week coming up.
Thank you very much.
Tom, I forgot one thing.
Go ahead.
You're probably going to talk about it, but in response to the request from the
Yeah.
Ellis Trails, I'm interested in hearing more about that. I mean,
Sure.
obviously, we're not going to do anything about it in this meeting, but
Right.
if we possibly have a slotted discussion in a work session to see.
And that's,
if we can help.
if we want to just talk about, that's what I was just going to recommend.
Yes.
Since we can't officially, but we need to, I'd like to refer to the business part, and then if we need a work session to just discuss this. Clearly, it's an exception that, Ella's done an amazing job with the limited funds that we've had in the levy, and we think it's real important. And exactly where the slip is, I know exactly, because it's right from Ashton Estates heading towards the city of Morgantown, and it is a problem. So we need to look at it to see what avenues we can and do. So if we put that on.
That'd be fine with me. The part I wanted to respond to is thank you for
Yeah.
what you do with the rail trails. I spend a tremendous amount of my life on the trails, and it's a good place to get out, and it's a valuable part of this community, and I really appreciate all your group does to that end. Thank you.
I think you'll hear more about Blue Zones. I saw you had that on your calendar.
Yeah.
Blue Zone meeting later today, maybe. And that healthy initiative is part of the rail trails as well.
Well, I think just opening up the sheepskin and the other rail trail and bringing all the people here, I think we're really starting to get nationally noticed. And hopefully, if we go with that bill that we're wanting with, what is it?
Mountaineer Trail.
The Mountaineer Trail would just be an addition to ours. So that's just something we're going to look at. So we will discuss this afterwards, okay? So you know that. Last night I went to the Communications Committee meeting, which in other words was the DOH Committee on Roads. There were 4 areas, 5 things we talked about: the Mile Ground Airport Road, the River Road resurfacing, the Patterson Drive lighting, and the Mom Boulevard. I'm not publicly allowed to say what we said because there was some information which is going to be wonderful, but there were some mistakes on the data. So next week we will have all that information for you with documentation, Ben, and so it'll be really good, and for the TV. I will say though that we were the guinea pigs for the new app. I don't know if I told you, but they are preparing and they have already started a Mon County Road app, which is really cool. And of course, they had the best person to do it because I'm so ignorant with technology. They literally watched us. They would give us quizzes and follow us and watch me get lost. And so they said if they could follow me and realized how badly I was doing it, they knew what to expect. And a number of us I got some things right and some things wrong, but we're going to work on it. We're still the beta testing. In a couple weeks, we're going to go back and redo it. But what this app is going to do is going to be able so any person in Mon County or anywhere can come up, see where all the planned roads are, where any construction is. But what's also neat is it says how much money's being spent and where all the funds are going. And also what's really neat is if you put your phone number in there and they make a decision, say they're fixing one road and they have to do something else, you will get a text on exactly what is going on if you have to do something else. So it's a really neat concept, and we're looking forward to sharing that very soon. But that was really good news. Also, I do want to say that this is the last week that Donnie Williams is going to be working for the DOH officially. He will be retired, but I did meet the new individual. They will come in to meet with us. But I do want first to say that the relationship we've had with the DOH, and because of Donnie Williams, has been exceptional. And he also was extremely positive, telling his new individual who was taking over, if you want to do it right, talk with the county commissioners of Mon County because of the working relationship. And he is really excited about moving forward. And I can at least say that the River Road resurfacing will happen and will be done before the end of this year. So I'm real excited about this. One other I forgot to mention was the concrete repairs to West Virginia 705. So there's 5 major issues that are coming up. But I did want to wish Donnie the best. Okay, rails, trails, this. Also, I just want to say congratulations and mazel tov on behalf of the county commissions to Kat Artis, who got married this weekend. She's the superintendent of the Chestnut Ridge Park, and I just wanted to wish her the best of luck and congratulations. And that is it. Anyone else have anything?
Move to adjourn.
Second. Moved, adjourned, approved. Thank you.